All right, everybody. Welcome back to another Art with Errol podcast. This is our Monday check-in. All right, here we go, man. Woo! Man, what a week has it been? Another week down, y'all, in this year of 2026, and man, we're doing some things. At least I feel like I'm doing some things, man. Okay. So last week, we had some good stuff. I think we had some good videos. We did. We tried some new things out with videos. We got some gaming in. We did some Black Flag. We got some painting in for our painting for the Annunciation. We got our podcast in last week as well. I mean, I feel like we're kind of making a lot of good headway on things, and I don't want to lose steam. I want us to keep progressing. It's very hard to do. Everything you want to do. Sometimes, life things happen, and it is what it is, right? But at the end of the day, I'm really happy with the progress on the gaming channel. I really am. I mean, I'm trying to pull it up. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to pull it up. Oh man. Yeah. So we're currently. Nope, that's not right. That is not right. Let me go to my dashboard then. We're gonna switch to this one. It says 391 now. Is that true? Wow. We have officially. Wow, that is crazy. Because I looked at this earlier. It was at 380 something. We have officially passed the art channel, y'all. 391. 391, y'all. Subscribers. Man, that is really wonderful. Like, I can't believe, how much progress we're starting to make with our gaming channel. Like, it feels good. Granted, we started this channel, I want to say 2 years. It's been with this channel, right? It's approximately 2 years old from when we really started going hard on this channel. We created the gaming channel, and we went from a very small, subscriber base to like we're almost at 400, man. We're at 391. Wow. That is crazy, And it's I'm a slow grower, so I learn slow, I process things slow, and it takes me a while to get the hang of things. I know when I speak, I'm not really the most clerical, or I don't speak like Obama. Obama's got like a great speaking voice. You got like great people that can just speak, right? And they can lay things down, and they're really good at talking to people. I never had that, man. Never had that. And so I know some of my videos are a little choppy, I say a lot. I say you heard, I'm Southern. I don't think I've gave y'all you heard me. I'm a Southern boy, so I have like Southern phrases that, when I kind of stop, I say them, I got to stop doing that. And it's very hard, man. It's very challenging for someone who wants to learn to speak well, just doesn't have the mindset to like control his or her thought process to not say, or something like that in between speaking, right? It's very hard unless you're well practiced at speaking, or you've taken some really good speech classes. You know, I've taken, I think, speech classes before, but I still never really overcame a lot of that. So it's very challenging for me to sometimes lay things down. You know, that's why I've been practicing with scripts, doing shorter scripts, combining scripts to like make things, and then trying to stick to the script most of the time and not go off the cuff too much, because that's when my words may slur, or I may say some phrase in between that I shouldn't be saying, like, you know, that's what, like I said, like I saying, So it's one of those things, y'all, that we have to practice, right? You have to practice. And I may never get perfect at it. I may struggle throughout my whole time trying to grow and create our platform, creating our community. We're trying to build a community, right? So the fact that we hit 391, I'm so happy, so proud of what that. I think if we can keep the momentum going and, see, I did it again, and get better at making the videos, and if I can step up my game with the speaking and lay things down better in the videos, I think we could possibly hit 500 by the end of the year. And that was my goal, to get one of our YouTube channels to 500 subscribers. And we're so close now with the gaming channel. I want to stay focused. I want to I need to drink some water, something real quick. Hold on a second. My throat is like jacked up. All right, it's Coke Zero. So supposedly 0 sugars, right? Supposedly. I don't know how you make something sweet without sugar, but whatever. Anyway, if I have me a soda, it's a Coke Zero. Anyway, what we was talking about is I'm really happy with it, y'all. Our progress has been really good. I appreciate all the folks that's been joining the R with Errol Gaming channel on YouTube. And I just want to make more progress. I want to continue to grow. I want to continue to get better. I want to continue to try to recognize when I'm making mistakes and try to fix them. And that's all I can do on my end, right? To make better content. Keep trying to make better content. Keep trying to progress. And that's where I want to stay in that mindset. I want to stay in the mindset of, I know I make a lot of mistakes. But I want to put the effort in to try to fix them. See, I did it again. And I always catch it. I always hear it. I know I say it, but controlling it is a weird thing. It's just, maybe it's just something with my brain is broken. So, there it is again. With everything we got from last week, we made a ton of progress. We put out a full length 7 to 8 minute video, which I tried my best on. I made a lot of mistakes on the videos I made, but there's progress. I want to get to making at least one 8 to 10 minute video a week, along with our shorts that we do every day. So I think that's my goal, is to try and come up with something to make a long form video and have, to have several shorts throughout the week. Maybe I'm doing that backwards, but we're getting there. We're building, we're learning, we're making progress. So last week was very successful because we was at, I think, 370 something. And so that's a huge jump for me to get to 391. It may not be a lot for other folks who grow their channels well. You know, they put out really good videos. They're able to consistently make great content. That's great for them. But I can't measure myself against other folks. I need to measure myself against myself. Like, how do I get better? How do I proceed? How do I overcome my shortcomings? And that's where I'm at. But last week was great. So with the progress from that channel, we want some of that to bleed over to our art channel. We are painting. We're in the painting phase of the Annunciation, which is where Gabriel brings the message of God to Mary that she's going to have Jesus, right? Have a child. So we want to continue working on that this week, which is in our plans. We'll go over that. But we do want some bleed over. So we need to try to get some of that following to come to the art channel as well. Hopefully I can figure that piece out, because the art channel is not growing fast at all. Even though I live stream the painting, and then after we're done, we'll put that into a short. You know, I just need to push more content out on that channel, which, you know, I don't see myself being able to do more art content in my daily schedule. It's just not there. I don't have the time. So with everything we're doing, we're fitting things in as best we can. And we've went over, if you're new to the channel, you know, I say this all the time. I'm an artist. I'm a graphics designer. I'm a family man, and I'm doing this content creation journey. So we got a lot on our plate, you know. Family always comes first, so that's always the higher priority. These videos, I try to squeeze them in when I have time. And after work is when I get like a 2-hour window usually to do some content or stream or do whatever it is I'm doing. So that's kind of where things lie. Now, looking at this week, let's talk about this week. I think we kind of laid down what happened last week, and well, I didn't kind of touch enough on the gaming. So for the gaming, we did play 2 days worth of Black Flag Resynced. So we made some good progress in the game. I would like to get further along because we're nearing the end of July. It's around the corner, and you got Halo Campaign Evolved coming out, and I want to play that again. So hopefully I can wrap up Black Flag Resynced in these next few weeks before it comes out and roll right into Halo Campaign. I may be late to the party coming to Halo Campaign Evolved, but we're going to play it. I have that next on the docket to play. That's what we got next. All right. So we kind of like covered what we did last week. I couldn't be happier with the progress of the gaming channel. Just seeing that we reached 391 subscribers. That's great for me. I'm like, wow, I can't believe that. So really good stuff there. Let's talk about this week now. So goals for this week. We're going to continue the painting. We already mentioned that. So tomorrow after work, I plan on trying to really dive deeper into the background. We kind of laid down some groundworks for the background. I want to clean it up. I want to straighten out some things with the door and, you know, the walls, and, you know, put a rug in there. I want to do a wicker basket with like some clothing in it on that little table. I got ideas that I want to incorporate into our background, so we can kind of start building that up. And then we need to do the outside through the door frame behind Gabriel. So because I'm doing a completely different perspective than the Leonardo da Vinci painting, where it's a side view. We're doing from behind Mary over the shoulder, kind of like a video game shot, like over the shoulder kind of deal. So I think I like the concept of it. We just got to start bringing the background out before we start working on these characters. Because when I finish the characters, I only want to do touch-ups to the background if I have to. So I'm going to try to lay the background down this week as much as I can, dive into it, and like just kind of like lay down whatever we're missing, and do clean it up. We want to clean up the background. That's what we want to do. Background clean up, add in what we need to, and clean up the background. And if that leads to next week, I'm not in a rush to paint it. I just want to, at the end, have a really good painting or a really good product. So if it takes longer, it takes longer. I'm not really worried about time. But this week, we're focusing on background still. And we'll continue to focus on background till we got it where we want it. And then we'll move on to doing Mary and then Gabriel in the door frame. So that's where we're at. So this week, it's going to be totally a background focus on painting. And it's a big deal because we want the background to be as close to finished before we start working on the main characters in the painting. So we really need to tighten it up. So we're gonna, I really do like layering colors. So it doesn't matter if I have to keep stacking colors on top of colors. That's what I do when I paint. So if you watch any of my paintings, you're gonna see that's how I do things. I'll just layer paint over paint over paint until I get what I want. So that's my process. So you just gotta trust my process when we're doing this type of work. So as far as gaming, we're gonna dive further into Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. We're gonna try to get through more of the story. As I want to do a few side mission stuff and try to get some of that, but I do want to push through the story so we can get to the next game. So we'll do a little side quest, and we need to be hitting main quests. At least, if I can get 2 per session, that would be great. But we'll see with our time, because time becomes limited. Limited, as I usually only get approximately 2 hours. So if it's less than 2 hours, then we're not gonna get all that. So with our gaming, that's where we're at. We're gonna continue that playthrough. We're gonna try to get it all done so that we can move on to the next game. We want to be able to dive into Halo Campaign Evolved as soon as it drops, which is at the end of the month. So we'll try to push through as much as we can. So my weekly mindset, we want to stay focused. I want to keep giving good content, and I want to try to keep up in the quality and keep getting better and try my best to work on my speech patterns and stuff. So the mindset is to keep going, y'all. We're just going to keep pushing, keep the momentum going. And I'm trusting in the long game that, we'll eventually have a nice community. I like the fact that more people are engaging. Like, that's such a big thing, to have folks engage with your videos and getting comments and folks talking to each other or whatever. That's what I want to see. It's good stuff. So I got to go back and read some of the comments. I haven't had a chance to go through. I would see one here and there and try to like it and give a comment if I can. So it's another thing I need to make habits of doing to increase the engagement on those videos. So our gaming channel progress has been the best out of both channels. So we will continue to push, try to make things better, and try to somehow bridge the gap so we can get crossover. Folks that would like to see artwork hopefully will join the art channel as well. That would be nice. And that way we can have on both sides. And if folks on Twitch start, following, that would be nice too. It's just Twitch has always been super slow for me. I don't even know the method to getting folks to subscribe or whatever, or follow on Twitch or whatever it is. So our mindset, I think, it is good. We've been keeping a good mindset. We've been staying positive. I think just getting a little glimmer of like, hey, we got some success, that is encouraging, and that makes me want to do better each time. Every time I see that, I'm like, oh, I need to try to do better. I can see points that people make, and okay, maybe I should think about these things when I'm making content, stuff like that. So that's all encouraging. It's all encouraging to see, progress, and then to feed off of it. We need to feed off the progress so we can push ourselves harder to be better, to be a better creator, to be a better content creator. There's a lot of times, you put up videos and stuff, and you don't get any real feedback, or people aren't commenting, so you don't know if you're making a lot of mistakes, or if like the content's even good enough for people to want to watch, because the views are so low. So when the views go up and people engage with it, then you're at least you're onto something, right? You have a thought that, hey, I'm doing something here. Even though we're not hitting thousands of views, but the amount that we hit, I feel like we're making some progress. We're starting to make some progress on our channel, and if I could stop saying, that would be great. But I just I don't know where I'm at with that right now. My thought process is crazy, I guess. My thought process is crazy. I can't stop it. Can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Like P. Diddy, and I can't stop, won't stop. P. Diddy is a bad example. But the mindset that we have is good, I think. The mindset is good. And I'm happy. I'm happy with our success for the gaming channel, man. To see the number go up, and I'll be surprised. I think we should hit 500 before the end of the year, but you never know, right? You never know, because sometimes you gain a bunch and then you stagger a little bit. Gain a bunch, stagger a little bit, or gain a few, stagger a bit, right? So stagnation or whatever. You have like ups and downs. It's like ebbs and flows with my channel. That's just how it goes, I think. It just always depends, and you never really know. So, but I was happy with the last week's success. It looks like things are on the up and up right now. So that's all wonderful. And like I said, hopefully we can get some bleed over to the art channel. That would be nice. I think the combo of shorts and the two types of videos I'm doing now are starting to work. They're shining a little bit, so that's good news. So with all that being said, I think we can go into our closing. We got our schedule laid out for this week. I keep these podcasts are really short, 25, 30 minutes ish. My lovely wife checking in. Oh, thanks, babe. And I'd like to invite folks to see the painting tomorrow. We're going to be working on the painting tomorrow, Wednesday. So 2 p.m. is usually my go time if I can get everything set up and start around 2. So 2 to maybe 4 or 3 something. Just that's my little window. My little block of time I get. And then on Friday, tune in to the gaming channel for Assassin's Creed Black Flag. We're going to continue that game. I think that's going to be great. I'm loving the game. I'm really loving the graphics. I'm loving all the upgrades they did to it. The game is playing well. It feels good. It's nice to dive back into that story. We're just getting it over again, but I mean, it's great. I got to get those other characters, the other ship captains. So I would like to know, also hear from you guys. What you guys working on? You can hit me up in the comments on these things. Know that we are on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Amazon Music, YouTube. It's the Art with Errol channel. So, and our website. So the podcast is all over the place. And I'm I'm happy that I put it on the art channel because it gives me extra content for the art channel. So I'll get 2 days of art videos in the podcasting day each week. So that's at least giving me 3 different streams on the art channel. So hopefully that will pick up some kind of traction at some point with new followers, new subscribers, and stuff. Just as of right now, I think people just aren't catching on or not tuning in. Maybe I'm not super exciting in these podcasts because I'm really just talking about what we've done in the past week and what our plans are forward and just life stuff sometimes. So it's kind of up in the air what we're doing on this, but you can tune in to find out my journey and how we're progressing in this social experiment, as I call it, of content creation. It's a social experiment. That's what it is. It's a social experiment. So I'd like to thank everybody for the support. Thank all the new subscribers we got on the Art with Errol gaming channel. I mean, I greatly appreciate everyone that's been like commenting and watching the content and all that. I mean, that's great. So I hope everybody has a great week. Stay creative out there. Keep moving forward. If you're doing your thing, always try to keep a positive outlook. You'll see the next stream tomorrow. We're doing the Annunciation, so we're painting. So tune in. All right, y'all. Till next time, you know what to do. I'm out of here, man.